Yo, what up? It's the boy Jay running, holding it down, man. You know, we got to talk about them Knicks, home of the ER crew, the host of the ER crew, also undrafted players, man. The Knicks been balling out of control. And a lot of people was talking about, just the aspect of them resting more and the rotation going from 7 to 9. But I think it has a little more to do with that. They've been getting rest. Plus, they had increased the rotation, but they had like 2 days off. One day they had 3 days off, and they look really, really rested. And if this is the Knicks team, they're going to be really, really a problem to some of these upcoming teams. Minnesota Grizzlies, they blew them boys out badly. Okay, and before that it was the Kings. So it's a great situation. I thought, when people come to Madison Square Garden, the stars usually show out. So I thought Ja was going to have a pretty good game, but he didn't. He only had 10 points. He played 27 minutes, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The leading scorer was Jaren Jackson Jr. He had 21 points. But on the Knicks side, man, when I tell you that it was balanced scoring from top to bottom, it's crazy. OG had 15 points. Josh only had 4, but he's on defense. That's where we really need him at. But he had 10 rebounds and he had 5 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns had 24 points, 11 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, I said this before. I said if he averaged about 22 points a game, we going to be Gucci. And he could do that because he's a really good scorer, especially when he's inside the paint area around the free throw line. Them short-range jump shots is pretty banging. He had 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Jalen Brunson had 20 points, 6 assists, and only 1 rebound. And Deuce had 14 points off the bench. Precious Achua, he was balling. He was just like dunking on everybody. He had 14 points as well. And Payne had 11 points. Landry, he got stepped up a little bit, but he did have 6 points. I think the prior game he had 9 points. But the bench scoring has been a lot better. They all seem to be rested. And I don't want to say it's the rotation per se because they had breaks in between games. I feel like if they were still playing the consistent games that they was playing, it could have been the same thing with a little bit of rest, but they just all looked at very well rested. And because they getting these early leads, that they could put the starters on the bench and the bench can just take control. So I love that about that and the energy. But this is the time for us to get alive. You know what I mean? We had I think 5 straight wins. Let me double check. We beat the Bucks, Pistons, 76ers. Yeah, Thunder. So 5 wins and the Atlanta Hawks and the New Jersey Nets. So 6-game winning streak. I'm bugging. I already knew that. But we got a tough schedule coming up ahead. It's not going to get easy. Tonight we got the Nuggets. We beat them early on during the season, but they playing a lot better. And Russell Westbrook is in the starting lineup. And the Lakers after that, the Rockets. That was a close game early on, but they end up beating us later, and the Rockets have been playing very well. So we got a couple of tough games. Saturday, February 8th, the Boston Celtics. And I hope that we go in on Boston. They got us the first time, the season opener, so it's important that we come in and we ready. But I'm excited about what the Knicks have been doing. It's been consistent, different leader scorer each game. It seems like Jalen doesn't have to work as hard as he's been working, which is a great thing because he was just – sometimes he would be working too hard. It's cool to get them 30-something points, 40-something here and there, but every day could be a strain on the body. Karl-Anthony Towns, after he got hurt, he had a little break, and his scoring been pretty decent. He hasn't been coming with them crazy numbers because we don't need him to come, but he's been effective. I'm looking forward to the All-Star break as well. And I think the All-Star break is probably coming up. When is All-Star break? We got the Super Bowl coming up. And then probably 2 weeks. It used to be the second week of February, but ever since the pandemic, they kind of switched it up. The Super Bowl used to be the first week of February, which This weekend is the first week of February, but I think they do it the second week now. So the NBA All-Stars is now the third week. But I'm looking forward to these upcoming games. Like I said, tonight, the Nuggets, that's going to be a challenge. The Lakers, they're still a decent team. They still got stars. The Rockets, most definitely. And then we play the Raptors, which I think we beat them like twice. And then the Celtics, they already beat us, blew us out in the opener. So it's time for revenge, and they will be at the Garden that day on Saturday, February 8th. And I'm looking forward to that one because that is going to be the game that everybody's going to be looking at. Like, are the Knicks serious? Are the Knicks serious? Can they beat the Boston Celtics? I believe so, and I think we will. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, go New York, go. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms by searching JAERUNIT and like and follow. Hit me with a subscribe. Do something. I'm trying to get this thing going, get better and better each time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a radio dude, so it's easy for me to talk to the camera or just talk, period. But I'm just trying to get my flow, get my organization right. And every time I step in front of this, doing it for myself, I feel good. And I appreciate y'all checking it out. If it's 1 view, 2 views, 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, thank you. And I appreciate you, man, for tuning in.